Hey everyone, and welcome back to Remember This Tech. In today's video we're going to be doing a mini haul review video. I know you guys love these, so let's get right into it. But before we do, these things are probably filthy and dirty, so we're going to have to get on some gloves. Yep, and behind me are the three machines that I got for the haul review today. Don't know if anything works, and I only mildly cleaned them off as usual before I brought them in, and the insides are probably pretty crusty and dusty, you can be assured of that. And there they are behind me. This is the one I'm probably most interested in here. This, well, you can guess what it is, and we'll get back to that, and we're gonna do that one last. We're going to start off with this guy, and we'll put the others to the side, and then we'll go on from there. Let's get right to it. Let's go. Oh, I can snap with the gloves. This here is a HP machine, and from the looks of it, you know, it's going to tell you AMD 64, Windows Vista. It's got, it's an HP Pavilion M7750N. Obviously it's a AMD Athlon 64X2 5000 processor. Not sure of the chipset, but it could be a AM2. As far as I was aware, they only went up to the X2 CPUs to the 4800 plus in the 939 sockets, but then they might have went forward in AM2, but I'm not sure until we get into it. So here we have a LightScribe DVD burner, and then we have maybe just an expansion bay, and yeah, there's nothing in there as you see, and we'll have to plug it in and check it out. But as we go down the line, it also has 2 gig of memory, 400 gig hard drive, NVIDIA GeForce 6150 LA graphics. It's on board, I think, and it's probably anemic, but for the day it was okay for an average user. If you pop this panel open, you got 2 USB 2.0, ooh, USB 2.0, and a coating of dust. You've got video inputs here. So this, to me, looks like it was a media PC. Back in the day, they had media center PCs. So this has FireWire audio, headphones, microphone, and you have your left and right channel for your audio, and your composite video in and S video in as well. That is interesting. And before we go too far, up top here, we've got your SD Mini, MS Pro Duo, variable formats that kind of went away. Of course, the SD cards are still around, compact flash, smart media. So, truly is packed a lot of stuff into this PC. This right here, this drawer here, says storage that grows with you when you need it. HP Personal Media Drive. Fits directly into your media center PC. So what could this be? Well, I already peeked in there. So what is this? What is this? Is this an air vent? What is this? No. No. Check that out, everyone. HP Personal Media Drive. This is like a hard drive enclosure that plugs in. Looks like it's USB, but don't quote me right now. And it plugs into the enclosure. There's your power, there's your connectivity, and I don't know if you can swap this drive out and expand it, or if it even works. But this bad boy goes right into the system like that. It helps if I put it in right, but let's turn it around, see the I/O on the back and the sides, and then open her up and see if she works. This thing is really heavy, by the way. I didn't think it would be, but it is. It's crazy heavy. There must be some major steel to this thing, or maybe hard drives. So on the back you got more I/O, maybe USB 1.0 or 2.0, not sure. Built-in Ethernet, FireWire, onboard anemic VGA, PS2. Here is the SPDIF audio output, right? And then you've got more than the standard audio outputs and inputs. Right here, you know, that's not really the norm for a cookie cutter compact HP back in the day, so. And then we know we have right here some custom duct tape here. No PC is 100% cool if it doesn't have its own duct tape. Modem. And here is a aftermarket video card with HDMI. And you have your DVI, and you have also VGA. So I'm interested to see what they put in this machine. So let's open the case and find out. Let's see if any dust bunnies come flying out at us and attack us. Could be a roach motel, I don't know. The CPU fan for the AMD has been caked with dust and needs a cleaning. And here's where that media center drive is, and sticks in here. And it looks like it hooks onto the USB header down here, which probably doesn't do it any favors for the speed categories. Alright, so they have a best tech power supply, 300 watt. Oh, great. Well, we need to get this video card out because I just want to see what it is. And we have an Ino 3D GT630 2 gig card here. We won't win any gaming categories, but maybe we'll spin it up later and see what this can do in 2024 if it works. Let's put it back in there, but I'm gonna get rid of this stupid modem first. That way we can give this card some breathing room in its PCI Express slot. Because who in the hell uses a modem today? And behind here, behind that removable media drive that I showed you, is a SATA hard drive here. I don't know the size of it or if it works or not, but we're going to look at it, see if we can put it up into Windows. Alright, everything's plugged in, everyone. Moment of truth, does this thing power on or does it just blow up? Well, you know it always helps if you plug it in first. Oh snap, it turned on. Sounds like hell. Fans are running full blast, and that can only mean that it needs a good cleaning. Wow, bearings are bad or something. Oh my, OMG. What a hunk of junk, man. Oh, couldn't get the HP Media Center PC to work. No video out, nothing. So this beast of a machine back here is an all steel case. This says Infotech, but in reality, this reminds me of the Chief Tech case I had back in the day. This thing is all steel, and it looks like the Chief Tech case that I used to have. So usually they had a locking front panel. I don't know why. I mean, who cares? But this one, who knows if anything works, of course. It's a DVD-ROM drive and a CDRW 482448. This is a removable drive bay here. And what's cool about these systems was that you had these rails that you could slide this system out. Right here from the front. Your obligatory floppy, and then your 3.5 is right here. Sometimes they had USBs in the front, but this one does not. And this is solid steel. It is a nightmare to lift. Has a see-through side panel on the case, which is when the people thought, oh, let's get a side panel, it'll be really cool. That is as if you did any cable management at all. Obviously this person didn't care about it, and that's the way it sits. There's parts in here. I don't know what they are. Looks like an antenna and an extra fan or something. FPS group power supply. From first glance it looks like it could be either, it looks like a Pentium 4 in there, I won't lie. But really, what is really exciting to me is that the back of this case here, ignore the rust, ladies and gentlemen, but we got a TV tuner card in here, right? An aftermarket video card, VGA and DVI. Looks like a Sound Blaster card. Here's an extra USB header panel down here on the bottom, right there on the bottom. And you've got a modem and a network card, probably a 10100. You've got your standard ports up here, really only two. That's probably why they expanded this. And down here. So we did have a lot of fans on here back in the day. What is in this monster of a beast PC? I don't know. And yeah, you'll see why. Also, on these cases here, if you flip this back, it unlocks the drive bay and you can remove the whole thing like that. That was pretty cool. A lot of expandability for hard drive in here. Do the same thing. Slide it out, slide it back in. There's two hard drives in here. And they have IDE, and they could be, I doubt that they're running in RAID, but you never know. In what looks to be a Pentium 4 nondescript cooler. So it could be anything in this. It's an ASUS. Wonder what it could be. Let me look this up with my magnifying glass really quick. So I did a quick lookup of the card that's in here. Whether it works or not, we'll find out. It's a vintage, well, it's a ASUS V9280 128 meg AGP card. This uses the NV28 graphics processor chip, 4 pixel shaders, 2 vertex shaders, 8 TMUs, 4 ROPs, 128 meg SDR memory, 128-bit bus width, 150 nanometer, released on February 6, 2002. So DirectX 8.1 capable, OpenGL 1.5. Let's put it back into this machine, see if we can start it up. Alright, moment of truth. We're gonna plug it in and try to power it on with my old monitor here. Okay. Alright, do we got anything? Do we got any sign of life? Oh yes, we have a sign of life! Oh yes, let me adjust this light, it's annoying me. In the BIOS, dead battery. Dead battery. Alright, so 2002 the system's out. And we got CPU speed, set to manual, but why we don't want manual. Is that all we can do? We have to be able to change it. Oh, so 267, 2.66 gigahertz. Let's see. Auto. Alright, here's the first hard drive, here's the DVD-ROM drive. See if we can boot into an operating system. Maybe it has something on here, I don't know. Oh, there you go. You cut that screenshot of that motherboard. And we got Windows XP coming alive. Whoa. Oh yeah, you seeing it. Straight to the desktop we have it. What the hell? Looks like a fresh install. Why do we have AOL on here? Who knows? Still loading though. AOL. I always like to play around and see what's in a machine, if anybody left anything, but this kind of looks like a fresh install. Service Pack 3, Windows XP, Pentium 4 with 1 gig of RAM. How nice. Look at the device manager. There's our 2 drives. There really isn't much else. We got the one hard drive, looks like it's a 500 gig, right? And then this guy is another 500 gig. Interesting. I don't think there's anything on here. Well, there could be. So one system's working. That's pretty good. And it's got two 500 gig drives that both seem to work. But so far so good. This could be, you know, I could upgrade this system to socket 478 3.06 gigahertz with maybe 3 gig of RAM. Might be a good retro box, except for this ginormous case that weighs 5 million pounds. So let's get on to the piece de resistance, the Power Mac. We have here.
This is the first Power Mac G4. Apple kept the same case design as the G3 replaced, but the front panel switched from a blueberry color to a graphite color. The formerly frosted white side panels became opaque silver, and the white handles became clear. USBs on the back, and I was just lucky to get my hands on it.
Now this case is not in the best of shape. It's kind of got all kinds of funk on it. Looks like somebody has paint on it, so I'll have to see if I can't get it paint remover without damaging this case. And this came with Ethernet, 2 FireWire modem, 2 USB. So this one has USB A on this. It has the VGA out, which is excellent, but it has a SCSI card in here. This is the one with the SCSI card. In this, you can run your hard drive as from SCSI, but you can also run off the RDNA controller on this board. But depending on the revision, you could have issues with the controller, so it's finicky, and that was the problem. That's why the SCSI card's in there. And here, it's the label here, and you can see it's got 400 megahertz with 1 mega cache, 128 mega RAM, I think it's 10 gigabyte hard drive. Yeah, so, and it supposedly works, but it's going to need a new battery for the system PRAM battery, and it's going to need a hard drive. And I'll crack this open in a second to show you the internals of this beast from the past. What was cool about this system back in the day is that it was easy access with this right here, this handle. And then it kind of like came forward and opened like this to expose all the internals in the system on the tray here. 4 RAM slots, and you have your CPU passive heatsink, and then you have your video card, which looks like an ATI Rage. It's so dusty. And then we have the SCSI card behind that, and then right there, your SCSI card for your hard drive. Then you have your IDE channel here, and this goes to the CD-ROM. Supposedly one of these is faster, so I'll have to see. There we are. And right over there, this battery needs to be replaced. They all do, they all leak, so I'm gonna do a resto and cleaning of this system, and that's going to be part of it. And here we have it, moment of truth. I know there's no drive in here, so we're not going to get the full boot up, but we're going to see if it turns on. This, I always forget to plug the machine in, probably because I'm always doing 5 things at once, you know? Starting up. Check it out. There you go. We have a sign of life. Sign of life is that, well, on the Macs anyways, when you get this, it means there's no drive, no OS. So that is good. That is good. Good sign. So my final thoughts on this haul review. Well, I wasn't expecting much. I knew that the J3 behind me did work the last time the person said they turned it off, but the drive had died. The fact was there's no drive in it. I'm going to be doing a deep clean of this Mac in an upcoming video, and everything from replacing drive getting an operating system on there, you know, maybe see when we can play. Who knows? Maybe we'll get an upgraded video card. I don't know. We'll see what it has, what we can do, if we can even get it to work to begin with. And then we'll go from there. This one is exciting because, you know, this is when they started making them really looking flashy and cool with the bright kind of colors. What I hate is it's got paint all over it and it's really crusty and dusty inside. So we're gonna have to take it outside, blow it off, you know, all the good stuff. And the Pentium 4 2.66 gigahertz with a wannabe Chief Tech blue case, that one was pretty exciting too. I mean, it was a horrid nightmare as far as the cable management goes, but it booted up, a decent video card in there, and you know, a little bit of a processor upgrade, maybe double the RAM, and you got yourself a great little retro XP box. It wasn't that bad as it was, you know. The other HP system I was really kind of excited about, but the darn thing, nothing worked, so I really got to take it completely apart, troubleshoot it. Could be RAM issue, could be power supply, and start from there and see what it can do. So thanks for coming along with me on this haul video, and if you haven't subscribed and you want to see this restoration of, you might want to consider subscribing if you want to check out content like that. So thanks for watching. Remember this tech.